This comment was left on another manifestation coach's video, and the manifestation coach replied to it, implying that the coach they were talking about must have had limiting beliefs and didn't understand the law. Not only did this coach not actually ask the person who the coach was and went and watched the video and understood it, but they made a really bad assumption about the coach, and that coach was me. Guys, let me explain the video I'm talking about and what I actually teach. I teach the law of assumption. Some of you are listening to coaches who only teach you what you want to hear. I teach you the law, and that's what you need to hear. And there are two sides to the law, and let me explain. So this video's title was When You Should Give Up on Your Specific Person, and the person was very triggered, obviously, by the title, and they really didn't listen to the content. And in the content of the video, I said in the video that if you can't change the story of your specific person, that is what will manifest. Yes, that's true. That's called the law of assumption. What you dominantly assume, the old bad story that you can't change, well, that will manifest. That's how this works. If you're listening to anyone who tells you differently, then they're wrong. Guys, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what you want or what you don't want. It just knows what you're telling it. So if you're constantly telling it the old bad shitty story, they hurt me, they're never coming back, they love the third party, blah, 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 what do you think will manifest? You're telling your mind that's what's true. And so it will outpicture what you believe to be true because you're constantly telling that story. That's what I was trying to say. So I was saying, if you don't change the story about your specific person, that will play out. If you don't change the story about you, your self-concept, that will also play out. That's the law. Guys, some people think I've got limiting beliefs because that's what I teach. I teach the law. I'm not teaching you what you want to hear. I'm teaching you what you need to hear. And that's why I have so much goddamn success from my followers. We've had 3 engagements and a marriage in a month to old SPs, or one was a new SP. And those people changed the dominant story they had about their specific person. And most importantly, the dominant, shitty story they held about themselves. And if they hadn't done that, their SPs wouldn't be back and they wouldn't be engaged right now. Darling, do you want to hear what you want to hear because it sounds better, because it sounds more positive? Or do you actually want to do the work and change your thinking? Because your dominant thinking is what manifests, and that's the law. And if you're listening to any coach who doesn't understand the law and only teaching you what you want to hear, I would seriously consider whether they're worth watching. And I thought this coach actually knew what they were talking about. Guys, you've got to understand both sides of this. The negative and the positive. Whether it's good or bad, whatever you dominantly feed your subconscious will outpicture. It doesn't manifest what you want. It manifests what you are. You've got to change that story. And that's all I was saying. Okay?